Hello, hello. This is a collective read for what's exiting and what's coming in. It is January 31, 2025. Tomorrow is February 1, 2025. And there are some energies that are presenting. Yeah. I just keep switching it up, which is interesting. Spirit is urging me to change the way that I'm doing this. And I'm not quite sure what the layout looks like right now. I'm hearing two separate columns, and I want to pull one of these first. These are beautiful, and they're little novels. So basically, I feel like this is going to give us the general gist of things. This is from the White Light Oracle. Beautiful deck by Alana Fairchild. And I'm going to go by intuition on the imagery and what I feel from it, as well as perhaps reading just like the first paragraph or summary, but not the whole card. They are quite lengthy. Okay. So again, this is for the collective. I've already set my intentions. I've set my space. I've cleansed my space and myself. Actually, I have reset the energy in the cards. It is my intention that Spirit guides this session, that the energy of Spirit works through me, and that these cards are an extension of me, of Spirit's energy. Again, what is passing by us at this time? There's been quite a lot of shifts, quite a lot of things back to back and on top of each other, and some have been really quick and clear, and some have been a bit dipping into the pain, the wounds, that old story repetition, but quite easier, at least for me anyway, in the way that I experienced it. It was very easy to kind of move through it. And to me, this is a collective thing of those anyway that I would say are doing their work. We'll say it that way. But this is a collective read for all. If you're here, it's been a long while since I've put out any videos. Thank you so much for being here. And there are some new events, new website, new circles, such as new collaborations. We've got a mediumship circle actually tomorrow night, February 1st, that will recur every month. And these forecast readings will go hand in hand with those, the beginning part of the mediumship readings. We're going to be doing energy forecasts utilizing channeling, which I've already done for the day. And it is, again, a lot of stuff presented. We're going to start with these. And a lot of changes were shown to me. Anyway, we're going to be doing, with my beautiful friend Vicktoria, we're going to do, she's a Vedic astrologer, fabulous, lovely, and very in tune. I'm going to be doing some channeling, and we're going to, anything that really calls to us that day, cards, numerology. It's going to be a little different every time, followed by a meditation to kind of acclimate and assimilate the energy in the room, followed by mediumship readings. We've got a limit of maximum of 10 people per, just so that we can really have an intimate circle and try to, get readings for as many of those people that join us as possible. Our Eventbrite event is under Mystic Alignment Circle, which I will pop in the description of this video. And again, this will be a monthly circle somewhere around the 1st or 2nd of every month. And then this channeled or card reading or whatever, you know, I feel guided to do will be put out on YouTube around the same time. Anyway, thank you so much yet again. Thank you very much. For the collective of what is exiting and what is coming in. I already am in my throat space and it is feeling active. It feels a little uncomfortable. It feels like there are changes occurring. So perhaps there is a change in your way of living out loud, living your job, your house, your relationships. Maybe you're speaking up for yourself. Maybe there's something that really needs to be said. And perhaps you're finally stepping into, which is a very repetitive theme right now for many of us, that we're finally making the changes, or changes are happening around us that are kind of thrust upon us, but still the right thing for us. And that is leading to this, expression, this change of expression, finally stepping into that next phase. That's what it feels like. So intuitively, wow, 38, which is also a number 11, Devara Pacha. I have never received this, but it sure looks like the Ace of Cups to me. Don't know if you can see that from there. And my first thought was like the Holy Communion. And there's this opening upward and an arrow going upward to the Christ. That's the way I see this. And this light that is emanating. It does look like a flower opening, but it's a receptacle. So as we open to our higher power, and that doesn't, please don't let me limit you with the words or upset anybody or push anyone away with the words that I've used. I feel that whatever we're talking about, it's the same energy, the same being, the same one thing. And whatever you call that one thing, as we open to it, we are then the receptacle for it. This feels like a christening. It feels like a baptism of sorts. And again, an opening and then a receiving. I'm going to read the paragraph on that one just because I'd like to see how in tune that was with the card description, but that's my intuitive read, and that feels so nice. It really does. Like there's just incoming from all around. And this is galactic. This is dimensional. This is really beautiful energy. Really beautiful energy. And as I always pull, a card from the deck, I flip the deck, and this is kind of like how it all comes about or what ties it together. And this is 23, which is 5, which is change, right? 38 is 11, which is a master number, which is new beginnings, new creations, angelic guidance, stuff like that. And the 5s are all about change, which also came in the channeling earlier as well. Is today a 5-day? I believe it is. Yes, today is a 5-day. 1/31/2025 equals 5. Equals 14, and then you further condense that to equal 5. And this isn't just about change, though. This is about experience. This is about lessons. This is about kind of hand in hand with what I was describing in the beginning, that it is this shifting. Yeah, and the wolf to me is a teacher. So to me, this is teacher energy coming in. Again, that bright light, it is affecting the throat actually. It's coming from above. I don't know if you can see. It's also the same as the card deck. That's interesting. I never noticed that before. So it's coming from above, right, from the crown and through to the throat and the heart. And that is beautiful energy. This is protective. It is, to me, first and foremost, the teacher. So I am going to read just the summary paragraphs, 38, and I'm sure I'll probably clip this video to make it a little more, palatable. Let's see. Dvarapatra, this one. It says, out of confusion, a clear and progressive pathway is opening up for you. It is an auspicious time to give generously of yourself to others, enriching the quality of your connections, expressing spiritual blessings of goodwill and encouragement from your heart. A powerful blessing is entering your world. A prayer is now being answered in a beautiful way. Spirit gives freely and generously of all good things, and the task of humanity is to learn how to receive. The key to receiving is an open, surrendered, generous, and trusting heart. Wow. I love it. I love it, and it feels very in tune with me, with the channel from this morning, and with, some of the things that are occurring around me as well. Okay, number 23. And again, these have there's 3-4 pages for each card. I'm not reading them. It is the White Light Oracle Guidebook. If you'd like to look it up, this is 23, the Beta of Spirit Wolf. The summary says, give yourself enough rest. Only then will you be able to ground yourself enough to cultivate focus and motivation. Didn't I say a lot of these words in my opening? I think I did. Focus and motivation to fulfill your path. So this is saying your path is laid out before you, and this is saying you will need to utilize some of your tools to bring it from the ethers to the physical. That's what I feel. To fulfill your path. You will find a way through any tricky situation as you tune in, so again, protective, as you tune into your instincts and trust your own timing. From times of change, 5, change, and uncertainty comes confidence, love, and resilience. Because through challenge, through change, right? Sometimes 5s are often read as challenge as well as for change, right? Through that, we gain experience, the ingenuity of how to navigate, of how to, and sometimes by faltering, we find out how not to do things, right? But this is all about staying true to us, finding out either the easy way or the hard way, what is right for us, right? And really living from that space, speaking from that space, creating the world around us that suits that personal satisfaction and joy. And I just had a conversation with Vicktoria yesterday about that as well. Beautiful stuff. Not always easy though, okay? It says you'll find a way through any tricky situation as you tune into your instincts and trust your own timing. From times of change and uncertainty comes confidence, love, and resilience. Embrace transition. Commit to your tasks and stay focused, but be flexible in your approach. You have the skill to intuitively handle any issue. I love it. Okay, so through this challenge, change, shift, protected while we're navigating, learning as we go, we come to this beautiful place of this exchange with spirit as we open and surrender and accept and welcome, we are then filled as, what a blessing. Beautiful. I'm going to leave these at the top. And I take those to be like the overarching theme of everything else that comes through. And what a beautiful theme. So now we've been in a lot of energy of, you know, start, stop, start, stop. And we've been maybe even unmotivated. I could speak from my personal experience there that there was this, I didn't really lack clarity. I know what I'm here to do. I know who I am. I know how I do things. But I guess the materialization, is that proper? Yeah. The materialization of the things that I was trying to create was like, oh yeah. Nope. Like, and that can be frustrating. Sometimes you got to laugh about it. Sometimes you just ride it out and just keep working. And sometimes it does set you back a little. Sometimes it's like, am I really in the right place? Am I really doing the right thing? Am I clear on what I'm hearing, what I'm feeling, you know? And I believe the answer is yes. There are some slight tweaks, some slight shifts. You know, if we're just going that way, it's like, maybe it's just 1 degree to the left of center, who knows? And that flows, that just goes, you know? So some of the things that are incoming, so that's where we came from, right? And as we move toward this beautiful flow, this beautiful opening, this beautiful receptivity and, you know, that whole exchange, leading to that expression. That's exactly what I feel. Beautiful stuff, leading to that expression. So we are protected in the meantime. And yeah, beautiful. Okay, I'm going to do this completely different. And let's see. From the upper realms, our guides, guardians, and loved ones, from Almighty God, from our oversoul, please be with us, guide us, protect us. Let these cards be an extension of your energy, your guidance, your divinity, your will. Please let us know what we are coming from. What are we learning? What have we been learning? And I'm going to pull the bottom as well, because I always use the bottom of the deck as a theme, remember. So we've got 2 cards on the side, and then we're going to ask where we're going to. Okay? From the highest of realms, your highest wish list. Sorry if that's loud. It sounds very loud. Where are we going? Where are you leading us? I'm actually going to have the themes on the inside. And the cards. Wow, what beautiful synchronicity here. Beautiful stuff. And I have to point out the similarities between this card, which is, once again, has to do with the chalice, the communion, Christ energy. This is the Holy Spirit. It says expect miracles. Remember that only love is real. Miracles will occur naturally. Spirit has your back. This and this, the similarities there, right? Beautiful stuff. So now, the cards themselves, I'm going to lay out everything first, and I'm going to look at similarities. So we've got the cards for the past, cards for what's coming in. This is what's passing, this is what's coming in, and the theme of it all in the middle. So we're just going to keep going on that track. I'm going to hold this one for the last. We're going to do the earthly vibrations from the earth realms. water is extraordinarily important as well. That came in this morning's channel, and I was reminded of that now. And all the colors, which I can show you, are like all blues, aquas. Beautiful stuff. Okay. So where is it? Our beautiful earth realms. Where are we coming from? What are we moving through? And where are you leading us? Where? That's very fitting and beautiful. Let's get these out of the way. So I have some more room. How will this play out in real time? How might we experience it in our waking state here on the earth realm? All right. What are we moving through? Where do we come from? Oh, I'm sorry. Wow. Okay, I almost pulled that, so I'm going to pull that, and yeah, okay. Instead of flipping the deck, I almost pulled another card, so I'm including it here and the bottom for the theme as well. Wow. Yeah, love it. And where are we headed? Where are you leading us? Here, in the physical plane, the earth realm. Wow, I love it. I love it. All right. All right, so from the higher perspectives, there's this running theme. I feel like there is with each line. From the highest of realms, we begin with, where are we coming from? It's faith, humanity, and benevolence. Stay calm, trust the good in yourself and others, see the light in this world. But what's really striking me here is humanity and benevolence, right? She stands for a lot of beautiful connections, right? There's just this nice flow, but it's also this pattern. There's a pattern of what we've been seeing, like, so this is from the upper realms, right? The highest of realms, what they would impart to us. And perhaps our pattern was not really to connect to it, to hear it clearly, to shift it. So the humanity and benevolence thing there is striking me hard, but also this patterning, right? Beautiful card, but these are the things that are that feel like they want to be talked about here. Where we're going to is the earth connection, Gaia. Be mindful of the planet, come back to earth, stay grounded. So for some of us, perhaps, we're coming from this place of like kind of being in our thoughts and being in the upper chakras, and maybe not so much in the here and now. This is saying, be grounded. So we're coming from a place of maybe a little fantastical, maybe a little not really seeing it for what it is, right? And kind of looping into those patterns and behaviors, right? But now we are bringing it to earth. There is an earth connection. Be mindful of the planet. So this is also speaking to the collective, right? Humanity, benevolence, and the earth connection. So this, of course, is the highest of realms. Their utmost wish is that we ascend, that we shift, that humanity is light enough and open enough and aware enough to really step into these changes, right? And we are. You see the flower of life in the background here? Instead of just incoming or outgoing, like we're asking, they're sending, maybe there's a disconnect, maybe we're just not hearing it or fully connecting it, right? Now there's a flower of life in the background. And this is a full engagement, a full creation, right? Oh, and again, there's water right here. Water is very important. A lot of water. And the themes that they're showing are manifesting. That's where we're coming from. This opening of the throat, right? Now, Faith, is in her heart space. And this is all peace and calm and beauty and like compassion. Isis says magic manifesting. Your dreams, visions, and goals are becoming reality. Stay focused. So with all of the work that we were doing, for all that we were putting out there and emitting and or asking for and receiving, whether it's connected or not, whether we're engaging in our patterns and behaviors, etc., we are manifesting. And this is the theme of it all. We're honing in on the skills to manifest, right? Perfect, right there. So, and the theme of the where we're headed to is expect miracles, the Holy Spirit. Remember that only love is real. Miracles will occur naturally. Spirit has your back. Now, I love this. This speaks about getting out of your own way. To me, this feels a bit more forced, or a bit more like really engaged and really trying to put out what we want and really trying to make it happen. You know what I mean? This speaks to me of a total flow. This is where we're headed. That we're now in sync with what is around us. And that when we are in that alignment, when we are in sync with ourselves, with our environment, with our higher power, then things just go and flow and like we take off. So not to limit ourselves by thinking and speaking, and there's a lot going on in the throat here as well. The heart and the throat, very engaged. Beautiful stuff. All right. That is their highest wish, that we get in alignment and that we open, that we surrender, that we are receptive. Yeah, what a beautiful space that is. Okay. We'll go to the bottom row deck. I'm sorry. The Lovers at the Feast. This is also a number 23, which has changed. It's right up there. I don't know if you can see that. The Lovers at the Feast. This is where we're coming from. The theme of it all, emotional flow, which is 24, 23 and 24, consecutive. Yeah, that's interesting. So progress in the past. 24 equals 6, which has everything to do with unconditional universal love. And when I first saw these two cards come out, typically the Lovers at the Feast is talking about changes in your diet and or spending time with others to allow that joy, like to really embrace time with others and healthy, full meals and really just nourishing and feeding yourself, right? And that can fit quite a lot that I know of this cocoon period, this hibernation almost. And again, that's what we're coming out of. But when I first saw it, I thought there was a change in a relationship leading to this emotional flow. And that's true for many of us as well. So, you know, what it means for you is perfect. Now, yeah. There's beautiful healing in these cards as well. So I think I started with that, how I spoke in the intro, like these changes that either we're choosing or that are being kind of thrust upon us. That's what this feels like as well. And though it may cause a little upset, it is really the right thing for us. And it is really leading us to the place where we're supposed to be, closer to it at the very least. Another step toward, if not stepping into fully, right? So now, where is it leading us? To a brilliant solution, number 10, new beginnings and healing, number 9 and number 10, 23, 24, 9 and 10. So again, progress. Interesting. So a brilliant solution is on its way. Do you see her throat? She is active and engaged and really transformed. And she has a vision. She has clarity. But she didn't know, she's not planning it, if that makes sense. It is like she is with these upper cards, she has already put her order in with the universe. She has already set the stage and trusts that there is the most brilliant, the most perfect, the most satisfying, the most loving, compassionate, whatever solution on its way to her. She has vision and is able to step into living that truth, right? The theme of that is all healing. Number 9, Morgan Le Fay. Beautiful. And the colors as well. Very interesting. Excuse me. Well, I don't know why this just made me tired. This, as I looked back, actually, I get super tired. Perhaps this was a long journey. And the healing that comes from it, I mean, look at her. She is in her power. She is in her strength. She is sovereign. She is confident and clear, right? She's also protected. And she is a healer as well. So this speaks to me of self-healing, of a reclamation of our strengths, our power, our knowing of self, our connection with our higher power. Knowing we are protected, trusting that what is right for us is on its way to us. I love it. I love it. Now the middle row. The middle row is how does it play out in real time? So as I pulled this card, cleaning house, this is where we're coming from. Perfectly suited. 37, which equals 10, which equals 1. Again, new beginnings. As we get rid of the old, we are bringing in the new, right? Cleaning house is not just about decluttering your space, which it absolutely does. It's about decluttering your mind, decluttering your heart. The toxic conversations, the news and the environment, those people who really don't have our best interest in mind, right? Yeah. And as we clear out the old, as we declutter, we then have space to put something new. We have space to create. We have space to allow miracles. That's one of my statements. One of my most favorite channels was create the space for miracles. Now you've got miracles here as well. Talisman, how does it come together? Again, this is where we're coming from. This is, we know where we're going. We're on our path. We know where we're going. We know what needs to be cleared out. And that second card that wanted to be pulled is Rock Bottom, which is also a number 10, by the way, or number 1. That's interesting. And 49 is 13, which is transformation, right? So there's changes here. If we, sometimes through the ending of relationships or changing dynamics, etc., we clean house, we understand who belongs, who doesn't, or what serves us, what doesn't, like that food, right? Changing food, that fits me as well, and as we do those things, as we clean up our act, we might hit rock bottom. We might really fall apart, only to be coming back together. So hitting rock bottom may not feel pleasant, and that's part of the energies that I was feeling. There's these intensities to it at times, but there's also, depending on whether you've done some work in that area or not, depending on where your planets are and your houses and signs and all that stuff, it will hit us each differently. But when we hit rock bottom, there's only one way to go, and that is up. And sometimes, as really stubborn humans, we don't really make changes until we're forced to, until catastrophe happens and catalysts really shake up our foundations and shift our world. Now, on that note, shaking up foundations and shifting our world. Wow, I can't believe that just came out of my mouth. The theme in the future, where we're going, how it plays out in meantime, is movement. Also a 10, number 28. So that's 2 plus 8 is 10, and 1 plus 0 is 1. New beginnings. And that's literally his home on his back. And he is just fluid and moving and allowing, right? Yeah. Something about the thoughts with this one too. I feel like maybe that suits some of us here. I know for me, my thoughts were always the nagging thing, the repetitive behavioral sabotaging, we'll call it. And the actual card is number 50. Again, 5, change, compass. It's a 5 amplified, not just a 5. It's a 5 and then some. The compass is like, I don't know how else to, like, it's so clear here. Like, we make some changes. We understand what needs to go. We're cleaning house. We may hit rock bottom. We may spin out. We may really dive deep, right? But we know where we're going. And now the incoming is, it's a spin. And where do we land? Like, clearly true north, our higher power, is our focus. But this is a change of our environment, of us, of what's around us, the people, the places, the things, the job, the house, the whatever. I think I started there as well. And here is movement. This is how it comes about. There is a shift in your environment. There's a shift in, and if not literally in your environment, in your home, in your, place of work, whatever, right? Or relationships, etc. I did feel there was something about the thoughts here. So perhaps the thoughts are also the thing that is moving on. And I personally resonate with that. I love that. This is a beautiful thing. So, like, to me, these all speak very clearly of where we're coming from and where we're going to. Now, as we enter February, what a beautiful energy, right? We're coming from work. We're coming from learning about oneself. We're coming from this place of like connection, but maybe it's not so concrete. Maybe we are not so clear. Maybe we're working too hard toward driving. Like our focus is like, we're not allowing, we're trying to force, right? And in February and beyond, change, new beginnings. Like, how many 10s do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4 10s, 2 5s, a 13, which is transformation, which is right smack in the center of the reading. Transformation, and which is also a 4, which is foundation. So building the right foundations, right? Yeah, wow. Beautiful stuff. I like it a lot. And if we go back to these overarching cards, these beautiful blessings that are coming in, but it's a matter, again, of opening up, accepting, surrender, communication, intention, etc., into this receptivity, this willingness, this, again, surrender. Just feels such, like, so powerful and like such a beautiful energy. It really does. And again, a christening. So that speaks to me of a new beginning as well. A christening, a baptism, something along those lines. And no matter who your higher power is, and followed by the protection and the teaching elements, right? The teacher. So perhaps a new guide steps forth for you. Perhaps you become the teacher. This is something you're finally stepping into. And support. I just feel support from this. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm going to pull us in affirmations for a badass. Yes. Just to get a little levity here. We're going to pull one card. One card. That is it. Where are we right now? Whoever is trying to bring me down is already below me. Yeah. Where are we right now? I did flip the deck, so I guess I will include that as well. Funny, I got this yesterday. I'm getting better and better every fucking day. So if you put that together, whoever's trying to bring me down is already below me, and I'm getting better and better every fucking day. To me, this is a recognition and a release of letting go of resentment, of letting go of past relationships that no longer serve us, of letting go of the need to be right, to argue, to really get in that push and pull, right? And that not only are we getting better and better at that every day, but in general, that is the theme, and I love it. I love it. All right. Well, I hope that I first thank you for sticking around for this, and I appreciate you being here. I look forward to next month's forecast and the monthly circles. I think I mentioned earlier there is a mediumship circle. Our first is tomorrow, actually, February 1st. It's on Eventbrite under Mystic Alignment Circle. And I'm starting a collaboration with other friends for healing, a healing circle, trance-channeled healing. And that'll be like a group energy and just come and absorb and really receive what you need. Spirit art is back. I haven't yet gotten a date on that one yet, but it is back, and I look forward to that one as well. And these monthly videos and other things. Development courses are on the way, and meditations as well. So anyway, thank you very much for being here. Sending love and light to all who need it. I think that means all of us, right? And prayers and intentions for the best outcomes for all. Thank you. See you next time.